And I also had, like I said, 2 placements. I went to 1 middle school, 1 high school, and the reason why I say this is because what worked for me in care was having a consistent adult in my life, my sister, but also my foster parents, and Barbara Dunlap, who's like my sister friend, auntie, mentor, and having a stable placement. And I don't think that I'm the exception. I think that if other young people have the same opportunities in terms of housing and school stability, then they would accomplish the same things that I do, and that is why it's actually a privilege for me to be here at a better way, because providing psychological services and foster adoption is, where would we be without services like this? And so, like I said, that's what worked for me. When I entered Stanford in 2005, I was a freshman, and my sister and my foster mom, they were there to help me move in, and just little things like that really make a difference. It really changes your life trajectory, because when you have someone who cares for you and provides for you, and it may not be, materialistic, just in terms of, there's a quote that said, they're not going to remember the material things that they give you, but the feeling that you're being cherished. And that's what my foster parents did for me, and I can say that was very instrumental in me being here. So I said nothing. I went for 50 minutes a week, and I sat there and I didn't say anything. And I remember my therapist's name was Clyde Rogers, and she actually teaches in Berkeley High School. She's a counselor or something like that. I don't remember, but her consistent presence, and this is going to be the theme, just about being there, being consistent, and being a presence in someone's life, because I don't know, we don't acknowledge it too often, but being in foster care, the definition is an absence of. It means you're lacking family. So in the work, I don't know if you work directly with foster youth, but just, being a consistent presence, that meant a lot to me. So for her coming 52 weeks and watching me play in the sand and stare at the clock, I finally opened up to her. And the second year, unfortunately, she left, but I got another therapist named Susan, and I stayed with her from 11 to 18. And it really made a difference, because, you can honor foster parents and honor, social workers, but having had a therapist and having the opportunity to talk to her and, make a family tree and all those things that helped me kind of let go of, some of the reasons that I came into care, it really, it really freed me to do what I had to do, graduate, get a job, a parent, but they could be a coach, they could be a pastor, they could be a big sister type person. But if you have one consistent adult in your life and you're in foster care, that makes the difference between whether you're going to graduate high school or not, whether you're going to stay in your placement because you want to continue to see this person. The second thing is having high expectations really helped me, to transition out of the system well, and creating a college-bound environment. So, for example, if you're working with youth in care, wear your college paraphernalia, when you visit them, or when you have a home visit, etc., or when you're in a therapy session. I don't know, all the psychologists in here. And and encouragement and high expectations, like I said. So with that, I'll open the floor for questions.
Oh, Sheila. I have known Sheila for, I think, 15 years, from the beginning.
Yeah, about 15 years.
Yes. Sheila became a foster parent, and she has a wonderful husband. Andrew is sitting there. It wasn't for them, to take care of one child or two children. Just listen to their story, then you will see what has happened.
Hi, I'm Sheila Farrell, and this is my husband Andrew. I don't even know where to begin with our family or our adoption story. I'll say that we both came into the marriage with 2 children, and we had one biological child, a daughter, and then we decided we wanted a larger family, and we decided we were going to adopt. Well, our adoption story sort of snowballed, and at this point we have 5 biological and 6 adopted. Family in the back. Can you guys stand? This is just literally I can just say for me, there are so many mottos and slogans and God, I had the speech all prepared. But I'll just say the 2 mottos that stand out in my life, or cliches, and one of them is, it takes a village to raise a child. And the other is an old Mahalia Jackson song that I heard when I was a little kid, and I think it was, if I can help somebody. And I think that's just who I am, and I even met my husband when we were teens. We worked in an inner city program called Christ in the City in San Francisco. So it's not surprising to people that we have this large family. But one of them is it takes a village to raise a child. And I think the village I found at a better way. And I probably could keep going adopting kids, but my family says to stop. But the truth of the matter is, I can just tell the story of the twins. They're 13 and a half now. And I remember getting that call from Shanaz, and she said, how about a set of twins? And we were thinking only 1 kid at the time. And she says, don't worry, we'll get this together. And within 8 hours, our house was full of cribs and bibs and you name it. And from that point on, it just, like I said, they were there for us, we were there to help, and our family just grew. I'm really honored that 2 of my older children are actually child welfare workers. Not only have we been foster parents, but also adopted parents, and also right now we're even taking advantage of the extended therapy through a better way, and it just feels like a family. I am so connected to all the social workers, both past and present. I pick up the telephone and I'm going to get my needs met. I just call. I remember Darlene Frazier one time sharing a book with me. I think it was 20 things that all adopted children should know, or questions that they want to ask, and I had forgotten the name of it, but I called her up and said, what was the name of that book? And we talked for 2.5 hours. Carrie Cogan was the twins' first social worker. They actually share the same birthday, and we're still friends to this day. After the adoption was final, they were in her wedding, and just part of a better way, it just feels like an extended family. They're there for us, and we take advantage of everything, and I just have to say thank you. I'm not sure if, I don't know, Andrew wants to say something, but some of the kids actually wanted to say a little something. They love you, Shanaz.